This is the Dallas Morning News. It's Friday, July 10th. Sunny and hot again today with a high of 101. Clear skies this evening with a low of 80. Saturday will be a near carbon copy with an abundance of sunshine and a high of 100. Showers and thunderstorms on the way for Sunday with a high of 98. Here are today's headlines. As temperatures in North Texas hit triple digits, heat-related illness is also on the rise. Because last year's summer was unusually mild, the outlook for heat exhaustion, heat stroke, and similar conditions this year could be more severe. Already, Dallas County has recorded more heat-related illness compared to the same time last year. In June, the county had 283 cases compared with 238 last June. Both of those counts are lower than June 2023, though, when Dallas County recorded 481 cases. That summer, DFW experienced 55 triple-digit days. Dr. Philip Wang, Dallas County Health and Human Services Director, said current rates are pretty comparable with previous years. Most heat-related illness happens between July and September each year as temperatures peak. Dallas County had more than 700 cases during those months last year and more than 1,700 in 2023. In other news, a man who lost his wife and infant son in a recent natural gas explosion in Oak Cliff has sued Atmos Energy, accusing the utility of mismarking gas pipelines in the neighborhood twice in the weeks before the blast. The lawsuit, filed last week in Dallas County Court by Eric Perez Sr., alleges the utility also failed to properly investigate or classify a gas leak at the Clyde Apartments as an emergency, despite being notified one of their lines had been struck by a drilling rig. In a statement, Atmos Energy did not directly address the allegations in the suit, but said it is cooperating with federal and state investigations into the blast. Perez, who was out of town at the time of the May 28th explosion, is seeking more than $1 million in damages for continued mental anguish, medical and funeral costs, and the loss of his wife and 18-month-old son. Next up, Jeremy Theron Smith parked on a northwest Dallas street known for its Korean-owned businesses and picked up his rifle. He entered Hair World Salon and began pulling the trigger, firing more than a dozen rounds at the women inside. And then he was gone. His barrage of .22 caliber bullets hit 3 Korean-American women and missed 4 others in the shop that afternoon. All 3 injured women survived. The May 11th, 2022 shooting stoked fears in Dallas amid rising anti-Asian hate crimes across the nation, largely fueled by conspiracy theories spread during the COVID-19 pandemic that suggested the virus was manufactured in China. Last week, the now 40-year-old man pleaded guilty to a single count of aggravated assault with a deadly weapon that was classified as a hate crime. According to the record, Smith conceded that his motive for the crime was his bias against Asian Americans. That added component increased the maximum term he faced to up to life in prison. The plea was part of a deal with prosecutors and came 3 years after Smith was declared incompetent to stand trial. A state district judge sentenced Smith to 15 years in prison, which was in accordance with the plea agreement. And a federal appeals court ruled Thursday that a community college and advocacy groups cannot reopen a lawsuit that ended the Texas DREAM Act, upholding a previous decision to strike down in-state tuition rates for undocumented students. The 2-1 ruling from the Fifth Circuit Court of Appeals comes a month after Austin Community College District, an advocacy group, and a coalition of undocumented students argued in court that they should be given the chance to defend the Texas DREAM Act. Thanks for listening. For more on today's stories and the latest breaking news, visit dallasnews.com. Enjoy your weekend, and I'll be back on Monday with more from the Dallas Morning News.